Hello, hello, hello. If you are watching this on YouTube, then hello, my little Funyun rings. You guys keep coming back, and I can appreciate that. If you're watching this on Twitch VODs, then welcome, welcome. If you guys missed the last video, then it was pretty much about an hour and a half of me walking around, checking out this area that I'm in the desert, and doing a lot of talking. It was a ton of walking and talking, not much else. That's why I named the video Walk and Talk with Me. That's pretty much exactly what it was. So this one isn't going to be that. This one, we are actually going to Mo Electronics. And we are going to basically go get it set up. So that way, after the horde, we can move over. Actually, that's what I wanted to do. After the horde tomorrow night, we will be able to basically set up shop there. We're going to need duct tape. We're going to need all of our pipes. We're going to need plastic parts. And should probably bring the cloth and the glue. I might as well bring the forged iron as well. I feel like we're going to start moving this stuff later. It's not going to be a bunch of setup today. So don't be worried about that. The only reason why I'm bringing some crafting stuff is just because since we're going to Mo Electronics and we're going to start, clearing that out, I just want to throw up a couple of dew collectors. That's really the only stuff that I'm bringing. The rest of it is going to be a ton of action in this video. Like I said, last stream was all walking and talking about the channel. Quite a nice little therapeutic session, if you will. But it was fun. I mean, we got to explore a lot of the desert. I've seen POIs that I've never seen before. And overall, I think it was relatively nice. Today is not going to be boring, or at least that's the hope. Still don't have a vehicle, but this annoying part of running all the way down there, that's almost over. I mean, it's going to be today. We have the horde day tomorrow night, and then the rest of this series is going to take place in the city. I've decided, as much as I want to explore the surrounding POIs, I don't want to get to the city, start kind of clearing it out, spend some days going to surrounding POIs, do something dumb, and then die in one of those POIs instead of die doing something badass in the city. To me, that sounds like a lot more fun. And if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out doing this the way that, I really want to. Because as much as I want to do like the Bates Motel, or Fates Motel, my bad, I really want to focus on that city. And I'm not even worried about the meat right now. We're going to have so much. We already have a ton of food. Ton of water. I'm not worried about any of our essentials. And we're going to be clearing out some massive POIs in the upcoming days, assuming everything goes well. So I'm not really worried going forward. As far as the stats of my guy are concerned, I have pretty much damn near maxed out strength. I've put all of my other points into the sledgehammer and the big and fast perk because I can already craft the level 5 and I want to say the level 6 sledgehammer. And the next one that'll unlock is the iron sledge. So that's what all of my points are going towards, is weaponry Everything else we can find. So, that's pretty much all the updating I really want to do in this video. Like I said, check out the last one. It's on YouTube. If you're curious about where the channel is going, you can go watch that one. It's the channel is the same thing as this one, basically. I think the name of it is Play with Paul. But I don't want a repeat session of just going over everything. Like I said, just bear with me on this traveling. I know that it's, not the most exciting thing to watch somebody walk miles and miles to get to a POI to fight. But we only have another day or two. So for the next couple of videos, if you want to kind of skip around until I get to the POI, that's fine. I'm not going to be talking about anything super duper important during these. Got a coyote. That being said, I hope everybody is having... Oh, come on. Now I'm out of stamina. Hope everybody's having a good day. It is raining here, so it's nice and gloomy and feels a bit apocalypsy. I appreciate that. Maybe we'll start in this corner. Starting in a poppin' pills. Or we can keep our plan, go over to Mo Electronics, and clear that. Poppin' pills, urgent care. You know what? Let's just start here. We're already here. It'll save time walking all the way over to Mo Electronics. We can set up shop here, and this will be our little base going forward, or our home, and we can set up a base somewhere else, somewhere that's actually, enclosed. I wouldn't hate that. Sorry, doggo. I really should put a point or two into Knife Guy. But I just can't be stuffed. I run into this problem all the time where... Oh, come on. I run into this problem all the time where I know, like... Okay, I can sink 1 point into this perk and might make things a little bit better. But I just don't really care, and I would much rather, again, have better weapons. So that's definitely coming from outside. probably go deal with that. Yeah, come on, guys. Alright. Dealt with that. I don't need any more plastic parts, I believe. Yeah. So, like right now, I know I can craft a better sledgehammer, but there's not really much of a point in doing that because I'm going to end up finding more Get Hammered books, or at least I could, and then go straight into the sledgehammer. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for. If I can get another book or two, then, like I said, I might be able to go straight into the iron sledge. Okay, there we go. Level 1 pistol. Oh, there they are. Alright, so got another fire guy. Loot bag. Not too bad. I'll take that. You know, I never use the bow. Let's go ahead and move that there. Actually, you should probably move this right there just in case. Alright. What is that? Okay, they still got some time. Let's go ahead and let's go upstairs first. I'd rather clear upstairs than have them start raining down on me. They can come up the stairs all they want. But when you're, you know, down in the basement, the last thing you want is 5 zombies to drop down on you. That shit is terrifying. I did not mean to pick that up. Go ahead and eat the tuna. And I probably should have set up those dew collectors. But yeah, I figure we can set up some dew collectors out here actually. Can I make? I should have enough stuff to make them. Let's go ahead and do this a smart way. Dew collector. What am I missing? Oh, duct tape. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go to duct tape. Let's make as much as we can. Yeah, glue's important, but you know what? If I can make some dew collectors right now, get that stuff out of my inventory, that's all the better. What the hell was that? Okay, so nothing too great from that. That's a pisser, but it's not the end of the world. And there's got to be... Okay, this is just a drop-down point for over here. I don't think there's really any point. Looks like a bag. Looks like that. Let me take care of these zombies first. And then we can worry about that afterwards. Sounds like there's a little bit of them. I don't know if they're stuck. If they're outside. Okay, so there's one of them right here. There's two of them. I know there's a few inside. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't like a little army gathering on the outside of it. Another one outside? Oh, crawler. You see how much noise they make, though? That is ridiculous. It sounded like there was 50 of them. Ah, nice and quiet now. Alright, so I cleared up top. Let's go down below. Let's just go to that bathroom. Yeah. I did not mean to crouch. Not a big deal. Let's see. Nerd goggles. Okay. I'll take all that. Chemistry set. Okay, that's not what I wanted. But we are done with this. That's nice. We have a nice retractable set of gates. We have a few of them actually, so that's good. Vitamins. Nice. This is one thing that we're going to have to be careful of. Potential weak spot. So maybe I will destroy that dumpster. But yeah, overall, I don't mind it. Let's go ahead and craft 3 of these. And let's craft a bedroll. And we can put the bedroll down here just to have a marker on the map. I know we can put a different one on here, but really doesn't matter. Whatever. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put a couple of points into parkour. We put a couple of points into parkour, then we can jump up and reach this, and the zombies can't. So that's nice. But look at that, we're already down 1 POI. We have a home base located. There's tons of chickens. This must be Florida. Oh my god. See, that's why I don't use guns. We got some dew collectors crafting. We have another bed that's going to be crafted. 1 POI done. Got our home set up. I mean, this is the starter city. And this is where the fun really comes in. Right? Because the first part of this has just been setting up, figuring out what we're going to do. It's taken a bit longer than maybe it should have. But all of it comes with time. Ransack Shotgun Messiah. No, all of this comes with time. You know, it comes with hoping and kind of risking certain things and seeing what's working, what's not. What is this? Oh, this is the Shady Square shop. So let's go ahead and we have everything crafted. Let's go set everything up in the poppin' pills, and we're going to be back before I need to worry about doing a land claim block. So that's not a concern right now. That's a big part of the reason why I'm just doing the bedroll at first. And then we can do the land claim block. But by the time we get back, there's not going to be any zombies. It's not like everything is going to respawn. So let's go ahead and set these up. Come on. There's one right there. There's one right here. And put another one right there. No. No. All right. Put it right there. Yep. Cool. And we can maybe set it up so that way we can get up here from I don't know, maybe that wall. Maybe build a little bit of a bridge over here. Close off inside so that way they can't get up. I wouldn't hate that. Come up here. Not that I want to be completely closed off from all, you know, infected that might come and knock in. I think that's a big part of fun with this game. I just don't want to have to stop doing everything because I'm constantly getting attacked. But I am going to have to close... Oh, son of a bitch. I am going to have to close up a lot of these entry points. That's going to have to happen. And I can do that over nighttime. That's not, again, not a concern of mine. Let's go ahead and pop that there. Pop another one there. For right now, we'll just do it like this. Yeah, there we go. It's not the most elegant solution, and it's not going to stay that way. Let's get all of this stuff moved over. I do want to keep the ammo on me just because I got the pistol, so there's no point in not. Let's get that loaded up. And right now, let's start killing. Like I said, today was going to be fun from the start. Yeah, we had to walk over there, and we're going to have to walk back tonight. But everything in between, we're just going to keep going. 2 skill points. Very nice. Ooh, feral. That's what I like to see. See, we just started. We just started in the city, and it's already taken off. The only thing that I am worried about is frame rates. So we're going to have to keep a close eye on that. But if you are watching this on YouTube, it shouldn't be an issue. From what I've seen, YouTube tends to play a lot better and a lot smoother than streams do. So that is one of the nice things about watching my videos. Schematic, I might as well just read it. On YouTube. Especially if you're, the type of person that you like to lurk and you don't really need to comment, you don't really want to comment or, feel like you're interjecting too much or whatever the case is. Some people just like to pop some stuff on in the background. Head over to my YouTube. Watch my videos on there and they'll play a little bit better. They will... Maybe the sound will be a little bit more clear, a little bit more refined. Especially because, like I said, I know I tend to stream a bit later than some people stay up. So that's cool. I really don't mind if I find my peeps on YouTube. That works out for me. Works out for you guys. Everybody's a winner. Not to mention the fact that honestly, I find a lot of the interactions between, viewer and streamer, they tend to be a bit more able to, like, if you watch a video, if you're watching a stream, you might be a little less inclined to interject because you don't want to pull the attention away from the viewer or from the streamer. But if you're watching a YouTube video, you can comment, you can, do whatever, and it's not really going to affect my attention or my ability to play the game. So something to think about. Alright, we're going to go up. Let's check the janitor's closet. There's, almost nothing ever in those. Alright, there's only 2. Yep, only 2 and no crawler or birds. There we go. So I'm pretty certain that I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing, which is sinking all my points into the sledgehammer. I might do one into, like, fortitude. But I doubt it. I could do one into Lucky Looter. I think I might already have one in Lucky Looter, actually. But I gotta tell you, I'm excited, guys. I mean, it is really already starting to pop off with these zombies, which is exactly what I was hoping for. I don't like safe runs. I think that if you're not on the verge of dying every single time you play, then you're not really doing anything adventurous. You know, I could stay in the pine forest and hit up smaller POIs and go the safe route, but it's not even day 7, and I'm already in the desert city. I could die at any point in any one of these POIs, and it is a risk that I am willing to take because I feel like it provides a great viewing experience, and I feel like it makes me a better player. Preacher gloves. I'll take it all. What's that? Just gonna draw me down to the mark. Alright. Took care of that bird. There we go. Another POI down. No, but I feel like it makes me a better player. I feel like in the end... Oh, you know, I should probably go shotguns. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to go shotguns. I feel like it makes me a better player. I feel like it's more entertaining to play. I feel like it's more entertaining to watch. And overall, I just have a ton more fun with it. He's walking with a purpose. Alright, let's go ahead and save waypoint. And we're just going to go through and do the whole city. And this is how we're going to keep track of everything. This is how we are going to do it. One POI at a time. I do think that maybe there's a couple more things. Ooh, level 3 pipe machine gun. I will go ahead and take that. Bandolier mod. Okay. There are a couple other things that I'm wanting to maybe try out. Maybe see how it affects the game overall. The frame rate right now is my biggest concern. If the frame rate doesn't hold up, it doesn't matter how much fun I'm having if you guys can't watch. Like, if it's just so unbearably bad, then kind of makes no sense to keep it going, honestly. But if you are watching this, like I said, on the YouTube VODs, I'm going to go into Twitch's, or YouTube VODs. If you're watching this on Twitch VODs, then I'm going to be going into the Twitch settings, trying to make adjustments there. If you're watching this on YouTube, however, I already have it down pretty smooth. So we're going to have to wait and see. Oh, god damn it. We're going to have to wait and see exactly how rough it ends up playing on YouTube. That is going to be the big test. But overall, I feel like it's been a pretty smooth start. Oh, god damn it. I feel like it's been a pretty smooth start except for these little bumbling mishaps where I run into cacti. And this technically isn't in the city. It's Grover High. But I still want to do it. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is whenever I die, because I'm going to end up dying before I clear out the whole city. Whenever I die, I'm going to do a bit of a special stream after that where I just do Grover High. Because I really want to do it. Maybe I'll make it one of the days. But it's not really in. It's not really out. So for these bigger POIs, like there's the Navezgane Plaza Suites or some shit like that. That one I can do a video. Grover High I can do a video. Navezgane High I can do a video. Just these little shorter streams that are like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. Maybe I'll still do an hour. You know, a full day or whatever. I just start off with like a sledgehammer and go and clear them out. Maybe I'll start off with a gun. Who knows? Well, we'll have to play those by ear because they're not in the desert city, but they are a big part of the desert biome. So I'm not entirely sure how those are going to work. All I know is I'm really happy that this whole walking back and forth thing is almost done. Tomorrow I'm going to be spending all day in Ghost Town, so you're not going to have to watch this walk back and forth. And then because tomorrow's day 7. So it'll literally be tomorrow's the last day. And even then, not going to be walking back and forth. I'll be chopping things down, getting the last little resources I need, maybe do a couple of close POIs, and then do Horde Night. But a large percentage of the day will just be prepping for Horde Night, which, yeah, it's the first Horde. It's not going to be bad. But stuff like, making sure that I have all my ammo on me, making sure that my sledgehammer is to the most, whichever one I have. So like the level 5 or we'll have to see. Stone Sledge. Level 6. Which I have legendary parts. So I could do a level 6, no problem. I don't have... Maybe I unlocked it? Iron Sledgehammer. Yeah. I could craft that. Oh, damn. I think I left a good chunk of my iron in the city, though. I will have to see. I'm just going to repair this for now. I don't mind missing out on some of the resources because I do want to kill these couple of zombies. I could craft some. Maybe make a forge real quick. I really am trying to stay away from mining and crafting, though. Those are two things I didn't really want to do. But this walking back and forth is going to be done. So the next few videos are going to be a lot more action-packed because it's just going to be starting in the city, staying in the city. And I am excited for that to happen. Y'all just got to get through one more video. The calm-in was so much fun. I'm still so bummed that my audio didn't record. That was a real pisser. But I still have a ton of time, and I don't really feel like heading back to... I don't really feel like heading back right now. I might as well grab a little bit of iron while I'm here. And maybe I'll head up to this POI right past the end. I will say the one thing that has been nice about, yeah, this inn was so much fun. The one thing that has been really nice about my lack of vehicle, though, is it has made walking around just really, really annoying. So in future videos, when I don't have to go travel and waste a quarter of the day, it'll feel a lot more productive because it'll be a lot more productive. And we'll actually be able to notice the amount of, productivity change, because it's not just going to be hours of me walking around. Hirsch Farms. I don't know what you are, but we're going to check out some of this. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. He's dead. We'll run through this real quick. Dead. I'm not sure. Yep, dead. Oh, damn. Oh my god. You know what? Not worth it. Oh, damn. I had it. Yep, not worth it. I was right. I was right the first time. Doghouse. That means dog. PETA, that wasn't me. That dog was already very clearly dead when I got here. And when I say dead, I don't mean dead by a sledgehammer. I mean, it was clearly not me. I didn't do anything. Ooh, some water. I'll take water. I should grab some more coal. I don't know how much coal there is going to be in the city. But also doesn't seem like a priority right now. If you have made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I do greatly appreciate it. I thought there was a lumberjack. Alright, well. They're dead. Yeah, if you have made it this far, thank you so much. I do really appreciate it. If you've been skipping around, well, thank you. I appreciate it because it means that you're looking for something interesting in the video, and I can appreciate you giving it the effort. Like always, if you are... that was weird. If you have any suggestions or comments, concerns, questions, Jesus, or you're tired of hearing me, please let me know in the comment section if this is on YouTube. And if you're watching this on Twitch VODs, then hit me up in the suggestions box. I did make it active. Also, if there is something that's not quite functional, then let me know one way or another. Maybe head over to YouTube, go in the comment section, say, hey, I come from Twitch, and you're having a problem with this. Or you can send me a message on my Discord. I don't really care. I don't really have any preferences to how you do it, but if something isn't working right, then please let me know. Trying to give you guys the best experience I can, and that entails fixing things if things are broken. Alright, well, Hershey's Farm is pretty much cleared. I have to go up here, check this out, but it's probably not going to be much. Yeah, the main stash was downstairs. I wish this game was a bit more lore heavy. I feel like if... And I don't really know how they would have done it. But they're, smart. I wish that there was a bit more... Like the forest had some good lore. I wish there would have been stuff like that. And I don't mean the missions and other bullshit they're going to try to do with these updates. I mean, have some, very simply, just have some posters up for church. Like, I know that they made the whole Church of Ben thing from a meme into a reality, but do something like that that's legitimate and have some weird prophecy shit. Like Fallout they did an amazing job, or at least they used to do an amazing job at giving you lore that had nothing to do with the story. It was just kind of some stuff that was also going on while everything else was going on. Didn't really impact the storyline at all, so if you didn't find it, it wasn't a big deal. But if you did find it, if you searched all the crevices and you found these little tiny things, then it was like a little gift. A little, hey, you don't need this, but you deserve it. And I feel like that's what this game is missing. Because I've said it before, I'll say it again. This game, besides the loot, really doesn't make you feel the need to explore. And I think Fallout did a good job of spreading loot around to make you want to. It kind of made you feel more immersed in Fallout's reality instead of just being somebody in your reality that is playing a game. I do want to gather up a bunch of this yucca fruit because now that we have 3 dew collectors and we're in the city, water's never going to be a problem again. So I do want to make sure that, as well as crafting a ton of glue, we also have a ton of yucca juice. Yucca juice is fantastic, and since I'm doing pretty much almost exclusively a melee build with like 1 or 2 firearms, I'm gonna want everything for stamina regen, everything that I can for keeping my stamina up, whether it's regen or just slowing down how much I lose. Boom, there's big boy right there. All right, here's a nice little plaza. Nice little shopping plaza. It's actually close to where I live. Ooh, a horde. I should probably kill them before it turns to night and they all start running. Ooh, bam! Took 3 of them out. 2 loot bags. That was nice. I was expecting to kill all of them before nighttime, but that was quick. And see, that's what happens when you sink all of your points into strength and sledgehammers because you're ludicrous. I just wiped out a horde in like 2 minutes. Ooh, I'm having some frame drop. I don't know if you guys are seeing this on your end, but I am feeling it on mine. And it's weird because my CPU usage isn't going up tremendously, and this is a pretty CPU bound game. I mean, yeah, the graphics, is GPU bound as well, but I'm playing on relatively low settings, which I'm sure most of you are not ecstatic about, but most of the time it's CPU binding and not GPU. Sorry, man. Sorry, Kenny. Alright, yeah, it's a cute little plaza. Huh. This isn't bad. Beaver's Restaurant. How far away is this from my home? Let's head back home real quick. A drop off what we got to drop off. We'll see how far it is. So right now it's 21:48. Let's head back. I had pretty much full stamina. And we'll see how close it is. Maybe we'll do a nighttime raid. Nighttime raid could be fun. I mean, it's 3 POIs. It's not very busy. I'm not worried about runners. I just took on a horde in 2 minutes. Okay, I think, yeah, that's my chapel over there. So, realistically, it seems to be this little area is the biggest distance. I mean, obviously all of it's the distance, but it seems to be the biggest zone, if you will. That guy was feral, and I just took him out in one hit. I'm telling you, once I go up to like Iron Sledgehammer, it's just gonna be toxic. It's just gonna be a toxic work environment for all these poor zombies. Alright, let's get you killed first, and then we can focus on Big Boy. Come on, I really don't want you. I don't know if you're feral or not. We'll see. I don't think so. Eh, pretty easy. I am not worried going forward. Taking out big boys with one hit. I'm taking out ferals with one hit. I'm taking out hordes in a minute. We just got to keep upgrading. We just got to keep expanding on what we're doing. And I'm telling you, the city's the hardest part about it is when you get overrun in a POI, you can always backtrack. And you can always leave whatever area it is. Give me 1 second really, really quickly. All right, sorry about that. Oh, the hardest part about city is when you are getting overrun in a POI, you can always leave the POI. But the problem, and it really becomes a problem in like the Wasteland City and all these other cities, is that 21 or 2315. The problem becomes if you go outside and there's a ton of zombies out there. Ooh, that works like perfectly. Um, that becomes an issue, and it does become an issue. Let's go ahead and equip. Can modify this maybe one more time? No. Damn. Okay. I don't need to have that. I can put the triple pocket mod in there. That's perfect. Sweet. I just got 3 more spots. The cooling mesh mod really didn't need that, so not a big loss there. Let's go ahead and how much time is that going to be? 5 minutes and 30. All right, cool. We're good. Ammo. That'll go in there. I'm still going to keep this organized this way just because we are still here. And it's that simple. We're going to be here for a full other day. Yeah, I could make tomorrow a day where I just go back and forth all day. But really I really don't want to do that. If I can avoid doing that, then I'm going to. Pretty much at all cost. Let's go ahead and scrap that down. Forged steel, we're going to keep that. Move that over. Move the duct tape. Move the steel. That is everything. I should scrap that down. I should scrap as much of this as we can. Actually, I mean, that's just steel. Or that's just, iron. Yeah, I think I'm going to scrap, like, rifle parts. I don't want the rifle. I don't want rifle parts. I don't really want any of that. Iron arrowheads. I'm not even going to be crafting iron arrows. So we're going to go ahead and scrap all of this. Because this is also how we're going to get our iron, so that way I don't have to mine. And you guys don't have to watch me mine. And you don't have to complain about watching me mine. It's a win-win. I don't know why I moved my iron over there. I knew it wasn't. Let's go ahead. I do believe I can move that over. And am I all done? I am. Sweet. Move the iron over. I'm trying my hardest to not bore you guys with things like I just, just sitting there mining all day, every day. I'm trying to make sure that you guys aren't being bored with watching me walk back and forth. There's a bunch of things that I'm trying to alleviate. And I know that there are some things that we're going to have to do that might not be the most exciting. But if I can find creative ways around that, then I'm going to. And another part of it is I know I'm going to be bored mining. I don't have the fan base to sit here and talk to you guys while I'm doing something boring like mining. So there's not, I mean, I could do channel updates, but there's really nothing to update. Watch the last one, like I said, last stream, if you're curious. It's just going to be boring. It's going to be boring to do, and I feel like that's going to be boring to watch. All of that being said, let's go ahead. I want to make sure that I don't have any more sledgehammer parts. That's steel sledgehammer parts. But I don't have any mods for it or anything like that. Nope. Let's grab legendary parts, because I don't have enough iron to... Yeah, I believe all of my forged iron is over there. So we're gonna make a level 6 stone sledgehammer. I've also never made a level 6. So that is exactly what we're gonna do. Stone sledgehammer, level 6, craft. We are going to modify this by taking these out. We are going to modify this by putting these back in. And look at that. Now I do want to do a quick comparison. Melee damage 23.4. Melee damage with this is 30.6. It's not bad. It's nothing great. But you know what? Doesn't matter, because now I can say I've made a level 6. So in spear, I can make a level 3. Same thing with that, level 2. I am curious, though. Tools. Level 4, Jesus. Okay, yeah, let me go ahead and craft that. Stone shovel, is that going to be the same thing? Yep. Well, might as well craft that. Modify this, take that out. Did not mean to do that. Modify. Put that in there. Sweet. And this one doesn't have anything, so I'm just going to scrap that, move this over. This one, scrap, I don't need. Bone knife, I believe, is just going to be the same. Yeah, level 1. Actually, it's lower than what I have. Cool. Look at that, just got some upgrades. Not too bad. Might as well put that in there. Clothing. Yeah, I can only craft that. I think you need, what, the workbench to craft anything else? Haname the Curse. Hello, how's it going? I totally didn't even see that you went in the comments. How is it? It's going alright, actually. I am, unfortunately... Oh, you're good? That's good. Just kind of going over everything. Just about at the end of the stream. But basically, we went to the Desert City, just to catch you up real quick, and cleared out a couple of the POIs. Today's going to be the last day in Ghost Town, and after we do the Day 7 Horde, we're going to be clearing out the Desert City. So, got all of that to look forward to. I was going to be going for a little bit more. Oh, we just made this level 6, so we might as well test it out. Oh, God. Missed. Poor timing on my part. Oh, my God. Now that... Oh, sure. Yeah, I don't mind. My Discord is completely open. It's the same name that I stream with and the same name of my YouTube channel. Try to keep everything pretty much standardized. Let's go ahead and take out Big Boy because I don't want him walking too close. Ooh, loot bag. Not too bad. All right, sweet. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be finishing up the stream. I try to end it right around 3:30 in the game hours just because I don't want to start up the next stream with, you know, a bunch of nighttime stuff, especially like right now. I'm pretty much done doing what I was doing. So it would just be some kind of sitting around. But right now I'm going through. I already cleared out Ghost Town, so there's no point in going and doing like any of the POIs. But walking around, I did get attacked by a random horde a few nights ago during a little nighttime excursion, so this happened. Take care. Have a good night. Sounds good. You do you. Alright, now that I got all of those cleared, I'm going to go back in and finish up the last little bit. Now that I got a couple more things, I can throw these in here and then... thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it kindly. Alright, so, yeah, we pretty much have everything set up for tomorrow's stream. I will come in, start the day just putzing around a little bit. Might move a couple of things over to our new base in the Desert City, and then for the rest of it, set up the Horde base, because I haven't done a damn thing to prepare for that. Because it's only the Day 7 Horde. I'm not worried about it. Everything's going to be pretty chill. So we will do some setup for that, do some exploring, some POIs, and then after that, tomorrow will probably be a longer stream just because after that I want to play for another day and get everything moved. Let's move over to the Desert City so that way starting, you know, maybe 2 streams from now, we don't have to worry about all of this walking back and forth. We can start off having a good time in the Desert City. Like I said, I already cleared out 2 POIs and we've had a lot of fun in the city already. So I'm excited to see where things are going to go from here. Yeah. If you have any suggestions, hit me up in the suggestion box. I set it up that way. If you guys want to see me play any games, I'll play those games. If you guys have any ideas for 7 Days to Die, I am more than open to doing that as well. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, then leave a comment, like, follow, do all that jazz. I don't really care if you don't. And let me know what you are wanting to do. What you're wanting me to do. What you guys want to see, hear, whatever, vibe, chill. I don't care. Everybody have a good time, and yeah, catch you in the next one. Bye.